I got a nice one right here, man. East Side Story, man. You know what I'm saying? Road rage beef, man. Y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be careful on these roads, man, with that road rage. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the east side, man. Within the last 2 months, I say the first one probably happened about 2 months ago. Then the second one happened after that. East side stuff, man. People be getting into it at drive-throughs. You know, it's really road rage, but people might be going through a drive-through or something, and somebody shot at somebody at the Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Then somebody shot at somebody at the Whataburger, both on the east side. East side story, man. East side stuff, man. Yeah, be careful in these cars, man. Road rage. I got another story, man. This was probably about 4 or 5 months ago though. You gotta be real careful in the Walmart parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Just like you gotta be careful on the streets and the highways, I think you gotta be even more careful in the Walmart parking lot. But this, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta drive real careful, man. But this was over a parking spot. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm trying to reverse in the park, but dude think I passed the park. He think I'm passing up the park, but I just passed it up so I could reverse into it. And dude tried to get the park. Nah, it was a woman driving. It was an older white male. His wife was driving, and he in the passenger. So I reverse in the park. I'm not gonna let her get it. So then he get mad, but like he looked like he could have been an old veteran or something, right? So I'm like, nah, I got this. You know what I'm saying? So they went on around. He was really turned up though, but she the one just like try to de-escalate the situation and just roll off, right? So he hyped up, right? So then I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We got the park. They went on around. I step into Walmart. But then I got to thinking, like, dude could come up in this mud. Like, you gotta anticipate. This is how people get killed. Another way how people get messed up is they don't anticipate what the next person might do. People be thinking they tough and yeah, I got him. He backed down, whatever, right? But you don't anticipate what that person might do. You done something to somebody, or somebody feel like you done something to them, and they might want to get at you, and you not even thinking about it. You just think it's all good. So I'm in the Walmart. I'm like, hold up, like dude might try to come in here on something. I ain't tripping on fighting, dude, but that ain't even really fair. You know what I'm saying? Dude might come in this mug with a weapon. This how it is. This is Texas. You know what I'm saying? Stand your ground, all that. You know what I'm saying? Veterans, you know what I'm saying? Police, off duty, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Dude might come in here tripping, so let me prepare myself. You know what I'm saying? I went back out and I came back in and made sure I was prepared for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You never know. Like, that's how people get caught slipping. Like, a person really be on that because of something that was said or something that happened, and a person is really on that, and you unsuspecting, susceptible, vulnerable, because you ain't see it coming, and then a person come in there, they own that, and then you trying to fist fight, and dude say, forget all that, and he grabbed something else from his waistband or whatever, and you just unprepared, and now you on the news, a victim. You just never know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I trust God that stuff like that don't happen, but you still gotta be prepared. But then I seen dude in the store, but he didn't see me. We was on our way out, and then I seen him, but he didn't see me. So it wasn't nothing. But you gotta have your mind in the game. Dudes don't be having their mind in the game, and dudes be in more serious situations than that. A dude will rob somebody, and dude know who robbed him, and dude walking around like he ain't did nothing. Like, dudes be on some gangster stuff, right? Dudes be killers, dudes be robbers, jack boys, and everything. And they done did stuff to people, and then they be walking around like they ain't did nothing to nobody, and dudes be doing gangster stuff, but they be getting caught like civilians. You know what I'm saying? A dude do gangster stuff when he got his gun, but then they get caught like a civilian without one. Like, where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Like a dude do some gangster stuff, right? But then they end up going out like civilians though, sitting on porches, riding around in traffic. You know what I'm saying? No gun, but you had your gun when you were shooting at dude and them. But then you let somebody catch you and get taken out like a civilian. You know what I'm saying? Like people who done really done stuff to people, like really done stuff. Like it could, but it ain't even got to be serious like that. It could be some over a parking spot. But I'm anticipating what the next man might try to do, cause but like I said, back to the road rage though. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much, man. All it take is for a person temperature to go up. All it take is for a person to lose their temper. You know what I'm saying? And that road rage stuff get real serious. You know what I'm saying? And I be prepared on that too. You know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't as patient as me. I can take a middle finger. I can see a person lip move and they call me a name or something like that. Like I'm really not tripping. Like as long as you ain't on that, then I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know how people are in these cars. Like that, you know what I'm saying? They just want to drive fast. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Whatever they be on. You know what I'm saying? I know how people get in these cars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm real chill the way I drive. You know what I'm saying? I pray for traveling grace. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Somebody pull out in front of me. Oh, okay, I'm good though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people really get turned up on their road rage. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the type of person, long as you ain't on that with me, cause I try to be ready for whatever the next person on. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be left at the mercy of the next man, because the next man might not have no mercy. You know what I'm saying? Trust in God. But I'm also, you know what I'm saying, put works with my faith. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, people really be tripping on that road rage. I just encourage people, man, try not to be so quick tempered when it come to that, because everybody ain't as patient as me when it come to that road rage type of stuff. And some people really want to take it to the extreme because they feel like a person cut them off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some people really want to take it to the extreme, especially if a person give you the finger or they call you a name or something. Like it's people who will go all the way up just because of that in that moment though. You know what I'm saying? And it could be either person. It could be the one that was in the wrong, or you know, both people feel like they was in the right. You know what I mean? You know how that go. So you know, anyone it could go up. One person react, call a person a name out the window, or give them the finger, and then another person just like, oh no, we finna go all the way there with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people like that. It's people like that, but I be chilling. Like I try to check my surroundings. Oh, this person that got mad at me, they blowing the horn. So then I'm looking at them like, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching them like what they trying to do. Like if you let it go, I'm letting it go. But if you try to go up, I'm going up with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be caught lacking in no type of way, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really trip on that. I'm patient. You know what I'm saying? God bless me. You know what I'm saying? I know people be reckless on these roads. And then the roads be wet and people want to drive like it's dry when it's really wet. Like people be wild on these roads. You got to really pray for traveling grace. Like people be wild. People be in a rush and then they want to drive all fast and then you pull up at the same time. You pull up at the same time. I was chilling the whole time. You was mashing the gas the whole time. And we pull up at the same time. Come on, man. Or a person be trying so hard to get past you, and then you end up at the same red light. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. But yeah, I don't really be tripping though. You know, I really be in defense mode, but I ain't trying to get caught lacking at all though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, be careful with that road rage though, because a lot of time both people feel they right, and then one person do something say something, get to blowing the horn, and then the other person just say, "Hey, well, we gonna take it all the way there." No people be having weapons in the car and stuff like that. Like, I just encourage people, man, be careful with that road rage, man. Let that stuff go if you can, cause it ain't worth it. Like, certain people will really press the issue. Especially some people got a gun and get the feeling like they a bully. Some people be bullies with the gun. You know what I mean? Oh, this person disrespected me. I'm finna really let them know what's up. Like, some people be like on some bully stuff with the gun. You know what I mean? So like, you just gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, be careful with that road rage, man. Like I said, East Side Story within the last 2 months, it's been two shootings. You know what I'm saying? Over some drive through road rage type stuff, man. Real talk. Okay. My next thing. This pretty much what I've been saying anyway. The devil is really a bully, but he a coward at the same time. Like, the main people that be provoking, mocking, scoffing, antagonizers, they usually cowards. Not always, but usually that's what that is. And then when you get them in the right situation, when they entertain in a crowd or trying to show off for a female, or they trying to entertain their homeboys or something like that, you know what I'm saying? They want to mock and scoff and try to be funny and be goofy at somebody else's expense. But then a lot of time when you get them in the right situation, they don't want that, and they didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I pretty much already been saying that. Not always, some people just like drama. You know what I'm saying? And they not backing down. It's a few people like that, but most of them, they don't want no smoke though. Most of the real ones that's really soldiers, they don't antagonize. They don't provoke. They don't antagonize. Usually when people provoking and antagonizing, it's really cause they cowards, but they trying to like look tough. Like 90% of the time. Okay. I'm gonna speak on 4 Extra from Rollin 40s. It's the same story over and over though. Like, you'd rather get caught with it or get caught without it. That's all I really gotta say about that. Like, especially once you got a name for yourself, like when it come to gang banging, like you might have really fell back. You might have really fell back. Like, I'm not dissing the enemies. I'm not dissing their hood. I'm not going through their hood looking for nobody to do nothing to nobody. I run my jail fades. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not actively, going out looking for ops to do nothing to them. Like, you really chilling. But at the same time, you outside. So you got to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Because all that, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get caught in a situation and you trying to plead for mercy to somebody. Oh, man, I done chilled out, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you don't want to get caught like that. Like, hey, I am who I am. I did what I did. I done kind of slowed down now, but I still am who I am. I still rep what I rep. So if somebody catch you in the right situation, they'll do something to you. Period. You whether get caught with it or without it. You know what I'm saying? Felon or not. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I totally understand, man. It's kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then again, it just come with the life. It come with the life. You know what I'm saying? God's hand still on, dude. Everybody don't get no life sentence overturned. So you can't tell me that wasn't God. You know what I'm saying? But unless you gonna totally remove yourself from that life, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much you still gotta be armed for your protection. You still gotta be armed for your protection. And then, you know what I'm saying, unless you done just totally ducked off, but who wants to live like that? Like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I totally understand. Oh yeah, another thing when it come to war, man, like I be praying. Like, I always pray. I give you my extensive prayer. Like, I pray for God to always be with me in battle. Let me see where to start. I always pray for God to be with me in battle, combat, any type of violent situation. I pray not to use unnecessary or excessive violence or force. I always pray. I pray for peace. You know what I'm saying? I pray not to use no unnecessary violence. I pray not to use unnecessary or excessive violence or force if it's not really needed. I pray not to ever be the one that provokes something, instigates something, or initiates something. Like if somebody bring it to me, I'ma handle it. Or if somebody gets to acting like they want to go there, then it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I don't want to be the one that make it go there if it didn't have to go there. I always pray that. I always pray for God to protect me and my close loved ones or anybody who I feel like I should stand up for or protect or defend. I pray for our protection. I pray that God be with me in battle. I pray for total victory. Uh, and I pray that God clear me. You know what I'm saying? Because God can punish you. He can chastise you if you going around doing unnecessary violence to people. God will chastise you. You know what I'm saying? I pray for God to I pray for God to clear me as far as his punishment and his chastisement. I pray for God to clear me from reaping what I sow. If I have to do something to somebody, I don't want to have to reap what I sowed if I did it for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? I pray for God to clear me from his punishment, his chastisement. I pray for God to clear me in regard to having to reap what I sow. I pray for God to I pray for God to clear me in the eyes of the law. Depending on what kind of situation you end up in, you might need to be cleared in the eyes of the law. The police, you know what I'm saying? I pray for God to clear me in the eyes of the law. I pray for God to clear me if something ever happened on the job. I don't want to have to lose my job. I'd rather not. You know what I'm saying? I pray for God to clear me on the job if something ever happened. I pray I pray for God to clear me from retaliation from the devil and retaliation from man. You have to do something to somebody, you know what I'm saying? The devil got a hold of somebody and you break them off. The devil might want to retaliate on you. Or that person or they people might want to retaliate. I pray for God to clear me from all that. Uh I pray that God protect me, cover me in battle. I pray not to suffer any hurt, harm, damage, injury, me and my close loved ones or whoever I feel like I should protect. I pray not to suffer no hurt, harm, damage, or injury, me or none of my people. And I pray that if I do, it be minor. I pray that if I do suffer anything, it be minor. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Let me see. I be praying for a lot of stuff regarding war. But yeah, I pray for God to always give me the victory, be with me in battle, give me speed, quickness, ability, agility, stamina, endurance, power, strength, uh, clarity of thought, clarity of mind, anticipation of the future moves that's gonna be made if you fighting or anything like that. I pray for foresight, anticipation of the next moves that's gonna be made. You know what I mean? Um, I pray for God to be with me on offense and defense. Offense, punching, swinging, kicking, even if it come down to wrestling, submission holds, grappling. You know what I mean? Slamming, whatever. I pray for God to be with me on defense, blocking, ducking, dodging, weaving, counterattacks, reversals. You know what I'm saying? All that, man. I just pray for God to be with me if anything ever go down. You know what I'm saying? If I need help, Lord, send me help. I pray for God, give me the victory, whether it's one on one or whether it's more than one on one, whether it's weapons involved or not. I pray for the victory. If I need help, Lord, send me some help. Uh, Cause when you in those situations, I don't plan on turning down nothing if it get real like that. Um, oh yeah, courage, bravery. You know what I mean? Strength, wisdom, skill in battle. You know what I'm saying? I pray for all that. You know what I'm saying? I pray for all that. Uh, yeah, I just pray for God to lead me and guide me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a fair fight or not, I pray for the victory. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, you know. And like I said, don't let me be the one that make it go there. You know what I mean? Don't let me be the one that make it go there. you know, because I ain't gonna make it go there. But if another person do something and make it go there, or you know what I mean? Yeah, them my prayers though. I don't go to war in my name. I don't go to war on my own. I be really asking God to be with me. You know what I'm saying? I got real detailed prayers for war. You know what I mean? And if I have to give me accuracy, precision, you know what I'm saying? All that in battle. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I got to do, you know what I'm saying? Give me accuracy and precision. You know what I'm saying? Just, whatever you got to do in battle. If it go beyond fighting to the use of weapons, give me accuracy, precision, wisdom, skill. You know what I mean? And then if there's anything I need to do in the natural to prepare myself or to help myself, help me to do that. Staying fit, working out. I'm not really all that big on that, but I just be like, God, if that's what I need to do, if I need to turn up on the exercising or the working out, like I'm an all around warrior, like from the spiritual to the natural. Like I'm not out here playing and I'm repping Christ. And I feel like if you're gonna rep Christ in the environments that I be in, cause the world, these jobs and workplaces, it's a hostile environment spiritually. But something can start in the spirit, but it can overflow into the natural realm. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. It's a lot of people, a lot of personalities, a lot of spirits at work in a lot of people's lives. And it's a lot of people be walking around like they tough. So, the type of person I am, I already know what can happen if God don't keep the peace. you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, if God don't bless me with peace, man, I know what can happen. You know what I mean? Okay, okay, okay. That's it, man. That's it. Okay, I got some other stuff though. Oh yeah, yeah. Remember a while ago in one of my sermons, I talked about peace is better than war. Don't ever get it twisted. Peace is better than war. But the game's so cold. Like when you really in war and dudes is really after you, only thing people gotta know is your location. Like I got to thinking, like, man, I thank God I ain't in no war because I don't want everybody knowing where I stay. But truth be told, like there's people that probably know where I stay. There's people that probably don't like me that know where I stay. There's probably people that don't like me that know where I live. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I thank God that I ain't in a war to where them people really trying to get me. But it go both ways too, though. You know what I mean? If you in war and somebody coming to get you, you can probably go get them too. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't want everybody knowing where I live. But at the same time, like, it probably ain't that hard to find. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live in a corner of the world somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't that hard to find a person. I don't feel like it would be that hard for somebody to find out where I live. But I thank God I'm not in no war like that, because like in Chicago and stuff like that, like if you put a person location out there, that person could very much end up dead, because his ops, if his ops find his location, like they finna come for dude. Like that's wild. That's wild. Like even the little stuff I've been in, I ain't never been in nothing like that. I ain't never been in that kind of beef where if a person know where I'm at, they finna come get me. I ain't never been in beef like that. Nah, I ain't never been in that. I done had my little fights and stuff and situations and things happen, but it ain't never been that serious to where, oh yeah, we know he here, we finna come get him right now. Like that's how it be in Chicago. Like all they need is a location and they coming. Like that's crazy. I ain't never been in that type of beef. Like I don't, I don't want everybody knowing where I stay, but I know it's some people that know where I stay, and I know that some people could tap in with somebody else and find out where I stay. It's not like a big secret. I don't want the world to know, but it ain't really no big secret. Like I thank God I'm not in that kind of war. I ain't got to worry about nobody, coming to get me. Now, don't get me wrong. If I ain't gonna be the easiest one to get, you know what I'm saying. But I thank God that I ain't, it's not like that. I thank God that it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? For real. Where if somebody find my location, they coming for me. That's just like if somebody know you go to church. Oh, I know he go to this church. I know he gonna be at this church at this time. Like they'll come and get you. Like if you really in that kind of war, like that's crazy. That's pretty wild. But yeah, a lot of people houses be getting shot up, but I'm gonna tell you something else too. A lot of dudes be killing their homeboys shooting up houses. Like it's a dude in Fort Worth. Was it Channel 5 J Dub? Shout out to nephew, man. I got a nephew that's a player on the Dallas drill scene. You know what I'm saying? Prayers go up because that drill music and that gang lifestyle and that drill lifestyle it get real. It can get real. And Dallas got their own drill scene now. I got a nephew that's a player on the drill scene in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but shout out to nephew. You know what I'm saying? I probably should say his name, but I ain't talked to him, so I ain't gonna say his name. But anyway, but yeah, man, dudes be getting killed trying to shoot up people's houses. You know what I'm saying? Channel 5 J Dub from Fort Worth, and then I think somebody else in Dallas, the same thing. 3 or 4 or 5 dudes hop out trying to shoot up a house, and one person be standing behind the other person, and you know what I'm saying? At least 2 people done got killed shooting up somebody's house in a group. A group of people shooting up somebody's house, and they end up killing one of their homeboys, like while they shooting. And they say that's how Wooski got shot. Wooski was a ricochet, but that's how he got shot. It wasn't the ops that shot him. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that location game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thank God I ain't never been in nothing like that. Um, yeah, but that's how it can be. In real war, it can be that serious where all we need is dude location and we coming. So, you can't tell me peace ain't better than war. You know what I mean? But then it's up to you to make yourself hard to hit and trust in God if you got faith. And it's up to you to make yourself hard to hit. I'd rather be a moving target than a sitting duck. You know what I'm saying? On that right there. You got to be careful when you beefing with somebody close to you. This is really what made me move back from LA. Well, because if somebody know where you stay at, and they can tap in, because see, I had the situation with my manager. I was living with her. She had a daughter, and she had a boyfriend. So I get into it with the boyfriend, and they jumped me, and I had to go to the hospital. I get out the hospital, they done moved out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they done moved out, right? Um Now the thing is, I stayed about another week, but I had a weird situation. I ran into these dudes at the park, and I just got a weird vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they was like homies with him. Like he lived there. Like it was his hood. You know what I'm saying? But now he used to claim some other hood. But you know what I'm saying? I'm basically in his territory. You know what I'm saying? So I just got a weird vibe. Like me and them dudes didn't get into it or nothing, but he the one of them dudes kind of gave me some game about how the little politics work out there. So I'm like, oh, okay. But then I just had the feeling like I feel like a sitting duck because if dude ever try to make a now don't remember I beat dude up, you know what I'm saying? I got jumped. I ended up having to go to the hospital, got what they call it, blunt force trauma to the head and all that. So I had to go to the hospital, right? And then I come home and dude gone. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he was scared, but cause it would have been a couple of days before I could do something to him. I was, you know what I'm saying, my head swole, looked like pumpkin head and all that. You know what I mean? So, but nah, I could have still, you know what I mean. So anyway, he got up, he got up out of there. I couldn't have done nothing fighting to him, but I could have still done something to him. You know what I mean? But he got up out of there for whatever reason. Maybe he thought the police were gonna get involved or something like that. I give him credit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But dude left, right? So I'm still there, but you gotta remember this is war though. Like dude might just cause dude might have still wanted to get at me. I don't care that I got beat up. I beat him up. You know what I mean? In front of his homies. So, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, like you never know if it's over. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. I'm not finna beg for peace, so we don't know if it's over or not. But check this out though. And then they already caught a body in that house. You know what I'm saying? The manager, I'm telling you, it was a dude that she was messing with or whatever. And I found this out later. You know what I'm saying? They already caught a body in the house. You know what I mean? And then you mix it with the entertainment industry, man. You don't know what's going on. Somebody been sacrificed you. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like it's real. So then I'm staying there right now. Remember though, like somebody can get the drop on you when you beefing with somebody close. I'm gonna give you some examples too. So I'm still staying there, right? Like the daughter can get information from the mom and she can get the information of her boyfriend, right? I didn't have no key to the house. I gotta let her know pretty much what I'm doing, if I'm gonna be gone all day or what time I'm coming home. So make sure she there or make sure the door gonna be open, like stuff like that, right? Like you can get lined up, especially you out of town, out of bounds. You went out there for the Lord, but then you got into some other stuff. Now you just focused on music. Like that wasn't the mission. I talked about it in my song. I strayed from the original mission. And that's how the devil gets you lined up, really. You know what I mean? You out of town, out of bounds, supposed to be doing the work of the Lord. You in the streets. You done got on some other stuff. Like I was perfect prime candidate to get taken up out this thing. You know what I'm saying? For real. But anyway, back to my point, beefing with somebody that's too close. Like, he can find out the moves I'm making and get me lined up. Like, I might have to call her. Like, I'll be in the city all day. I'll be in Hollywood. I'll be in LA doing whatever I do. Then I got to come back to San Pedro. But I got to touch base with her to make sure I can get in the house or whatever. You know what I mean? So when you gotta, you know what I'm saying, dude can get information about me from his girl, which is her daughter, and then I don't know nothing. I'm not even prepared, and you know what I'm saying? So like nah, I had to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no safe situation to be in. Chicago, they call it the back door. When somebody leak information about you to your enemies, then your enemies got the perfect drop on you. You know what I'm saying? So like it was real. And then I had a warning when I seen them dudes at the park, like, you know what I'm saying? I like just the vibe I got, like I felt like they wanted to do something to me. But like one of them was cool. But like but because I used to be at the park a lot in San Pedro, but I didn't ever see nobody up there. So then after me and dude get into it, I'm still healing and stuff. My head going down or whatever. You know what I mean? And like I ain't never seen nobody up there before. Now all of a sudden, and they already used to know I went to the park. So then all of a sudden, it was four dudes. But I had some kind of weapon in my backpack. I had like some it was some type of scissors. But like if you was in a situation, you could use them mugs as a weapon though. You know what I mean? So and I remember I had my hand in the backpack, like I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling on the table, and then they come over there. Like they approached me too. Like I didn't approach them. So it's like it was just a weird situation. Like didn't nobody say nothing about the beef or nothing like that or about dude. But it was just you just gotta know. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. They were trying to get me to hit the weed. Like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so like they yeah, then I end up leaving though, you know what I'm saying? We chopped it up for a minute or whatever, but it's one of them type of chopping it up where like you just seeing what a person gotta say. Like we not really chopping it up, but I'm just like checking their temperature, like seeing what they gotta say or whatever. They pull out the little pipe and they smoking the weed or whatever. I'm just watching them because I'm already thinking like I'm already on my guard, put it like that. So I chill for a second, you know what I'm saying, hear what they gotta say, you know what I'm saying, chop it up for a second, then I burn out. You know what I mean? So then it was just like, nah, and this probably ain't the type of situation I want to be in because I'm in a position where dude can come at me. He can get information about me and come at me, or he can send somebody at me, and I'm basically a sitting duck because he know where I'm at, but I don't know where he at. I can't milk her for information about them, but he can use his girl to milk information from her mom about me. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's the art of war. You know what I mean? It's war. Like beefing with somebody too close, where a person can know where you at, but you don't know where they at. You know what I'm saying? They know your coming and going, but you don't know nothing about them. If you in a relationship with somebody, or say y'all living together and you beefing with your girl brother or something like that, or your girl cousin, like he can find out information about you staying there with her. You don't know where he stay at, or he roaming the streets. You don't know nothing about him, but he can find out all the information about you. He know you coming and going. You don't know where he at. Like it's certain situations where if you beefing with somebody close, you know what I'm saying, it's a dangerous situation. Like you might have to get rid of the chick because you know what I'm saying, you coming back and forth to see the chick, but the chick got a cousin, got a brother that's after you. You know what I'm saying? He can, you know what I'm saying? He can wait outside the crib or something, catch you slipping. You don't know nothing about where he's staying, where he laying his head at. Like stuff like that, if beefing in a situation where your information can get out, but they know about you, but you don't know about them. They know the moves you making, but you don't know nothing about them. They know you're coming and going, but you don't know nothing about them if it's up like that. So I had situations that was weird like that, but it wasn't up like that. But it was just a weird situation. I'm not talking about the California stuff. I'm talking about some other stuff. But like, or it could be a baby daddy. Like if you got a girl or somebody and she got a baby daddy or some ex boyfriend. That's how Trouble got killed. You know what I'm saying? He laying up with the chick, and it wasn't no setup. The chick didn't have nothing to do with it. The dude, but they was only broke up for like a week. So dude come back, catch Trouble in the house and smoke him. You know what I'm saying? A dude know where you at, but you don't know where he at. You know what I'm saying? A dude know where you gonna be, but you don't know where he gonna be. And he can catch you off your guard. You know what I mean? So when you beefing with somebody close, you know what I'm saying? Like where they can get your information, they know you're coming and going, or they can catch you at the house, but you don't know nothing about them. Like certain situations, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can be a female that sets you up, but sometimes the female ain't got to have nothing to do with it. Sometimes it's better to have your own space, you know what I'm saying, your own place, instead of laying up with the female. Because somebody, you know what I'm saying, anybody that's in anybody, her people, her relatives, her ex, you know what I'm saying, they know where the female stay, and you get caught up in there, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you ain't really prepared, like it can be bad. Catch you coming in, catch you coming out. If a dude really on that type of time, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, beefing with somebody close.